Hi everybody, welcome back to My Left Frying Pan. My name is Mairlyn Smith. I'm a professional home economist and an alumnus of Second City, which makes me kind of like, you don't know what's going to happen next. All right, hey, if you like what you're watching, subscribe or like or send me a comment. Now, I learned how to cook from my Auntie Hack, and she's really old school. She does things the old-fashioned way, and I mentioned her a couple of weeks ago, and people have been emailing her and sending in her comments. So here's my Auntie Hack.
Hello, it's Auntie Hack and I'm back. Oh my goodness, your comments are just keeping me in stitches and I'm so glad you just keep sending them. It's so much fun to read them at 3 in the morning when I'm walking around with my menopause. Anyway, Phil McCracken from Mousejaw, Saskatchewan sent in this one. How do you make cream of some young guy? Oh, bollocks to you. You're a moron. Anyway, I have one from Dan's Good Side from Calgary. Yahoo! Love the Stampede. And one of my favorite songs is Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. And now we have his question. How do you get those red seeds out of a pomegranate? Well, first of all, Dan, those red seeds are called arils. A-R-I-L-S. Yes, and there's many ways to do it. I've seen them on the internet. Here's 2 hacks. Just 2 pitiful hacks. Or you can do it anti-hack way. This is my favorite way. You get a pomegranate, you cut it in half, and then get a big bowl, tip the pomegranate upside down, kind of break it open slightly. You're going to need a little bit of grip strength for this. Break it in about 4 different places and then get a great big wooden spoon and spank the pomegranate, and the arrows fly. This is one of my favorite things to do in the kitchen. You know, you can get a lot of aggression out of you. You're like, oh, that bad man cut me off on the 401. I hate him. And you come home and you just spank the pomegranate. It's a bit messy. Sometimes it's a good idea to do it in the sink, but all the arrows fall out. And then you can pick out the little bitter membrane because you don't want to eat that. And that's the old school way of getting the red seeds out of a pomegranate. Till next time, keep your comments coming. Ta-ra!
Wow, thanks Auntie Hack. Thanks for that amazing tip, but also the catchy song that I'm never going to get out of my head. All right, this winter salad calls for cabbage and parsley as my greens. So it uses about a half of a regular sized cabbage, all chopped up really thinly, and then parsley. Now people usually ask me, what's better, Italian leaf or curly? You know what? They're okay, they're the same. They have pretty much the same flavor. They look a little different when you chop them up. Oh, so this is the curly guys, and then I've got some Italian flat leaf in here. The bigger problem is how do you store it so it doesn't turn into slime in your slime drawer. So here's one method. Make sure that you're not getting a lot of the leaves in the water. So you put the stalks in the water and then cover it up in a plastic bag. You're kind of making a little mini greenhouse, and then you leave it in the refrigerator like that. Or I go through a lot of parsley, so what I do is I bring them home. They're usually pretty wet from all that spraying that happens. I wash them off really well, spin them up, put them in a tea towel, and then I roll them up so that they're all ready to go for my next salad. And then I just put it into a plastic bag, get in there, and into the refrigerator it goes. Okay, so I've got everything all prepped up. I've got 4 cups of green cabbage, but if you want to mix it up, you could put purple in, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to add my 2 cups of parsley. And here's a big tip. So when you're making an oil and vinegar salad dressing, you don't have to toss it all together. All you have to do is pour the oil on the salad first because you want the oil to get coated onto the vegetables. If you put the vinegar on first, the oil just actually floats to the bottom, sinks to the bottom. You can't float to the bottom, you sink to the bottom. Anyway, so we're going to toss that up until it all kind of looks shiny, and then you know that the oil's been distributed really well. Now, I use a cold pressed canola oil for heart health, but you could use a really good extra virgin olive oil if you wanted to. And then we're adding apple cider vinegar. Whenever you're buying apple cider vinegar, make sure that it says it has the mother in it or there's sediment in the bottom. And that just means that that good bacteria that the vinegar has is alive. So toss that in again. Oh, that smells fantastic. And then we're going to add some feta cheese. And it can be goat or cow or sheep, whatever one you want. And we're going to add the rest of my pomegranate. Oh, I forgot the red onion. In it goes. It's all right. It won't be all messed up. Let's toss that together. Get that onion distributed well. And then we're going to spank the pomegranate, spank the pomegranate. You know what? I think I'm in the wrong key. But anyway, get the rest of those wonderful little red seeds. Arils was what Auntie Hack taught me. And then we're going to add, it's basically all of them from one large pomegranate. Toss that up. Now, if you wanted to make this the day before, this is as far as you would go. And then when you go to serve it, you add a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, the green ones, and then just toss it up and serve. It is so fantastic. It's one of my favorite salads that I've ever come up with. So, hey, look, if you like what you're watching, subscribe over here. Yeah, I think you click my face. And or you can watch the sweet potato video over here. That's another side dish that you can make in advance for your holidays. So, wishing you happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and don't forget to eat your fruits and vegetables. Yum. Peace, love, and fiber. Bye-bye.